everyone, Tom here, Battle Rap Resume. We're doing yet another event preview. We're at match day 4 now of Premier Battles. Are you subscribed to the network? Are you subscribed to the YouTube channel? The league have been doing, absolutely incredible. I just saw the other day, Ruin Your Day, Saurus and Ilmac, and I think his name was Albert or Alfred. They watched Soul vs. Matter, the Premier Battles sequel. What an incredible battle, like what an awesome battle to have as part of your league early on. I fucking love that battle. Obviously not as much as the initial one, but still an incredible battle. So yeah, today is no different really for the league. I really like the look of this card on paper, especially I think there's some, and it's not just going to be myself. Nathan, how's it going, man?
Yeah, man, not too bad.
I mean, obviously we're arranging mega events right now, but we've got to keep an eye on the competition. How has Premier Battles been for you? It's been quite a long time this project's been existing now.
It's not been without its issues everywhere, but I think they're ironing those things out as they go along in events. Like, from what I've heard, the first one was like fantastic, great atmosphere, but you had the issue of some battlers prepping late, some just kind of like choking, obviously. Match day 2, same problem with choking. Choking's hard to avoid if you're like your mindset's not quite there. But you had the issue of you've got a bad crowd, which they worked out because they kind of just said we're not going to go to Manchester anymore.
London.
That's the one. Like Manchester was perfect. What am I about?
Yeah, they should have just stayed in Manchester League, but it's fair enough. They were going to do a London.
You got to like kind of move around a bit, haven't you? But yeah, obviously like. And then the match day 3 had a lot of dropouts, so that it was able to say to them that, okay, this is what happens to the events of dropouts, and kind of gave them an idea of we should have explained these rules to the audience, not just to the people performing, because a lot of people didn't understand the whole concept of you could only have the one loan.
Yeah, we needed some sort of almanac, even as a PDF or something, some rule book. Just a little video would have been interesting, an infograph, just explaining quite how it works. But, whatever, it's a grand experiment, as I always say, and Battle Rap is ephemeral by its nature. So for them to try and contain it is, very admirable. Saturday the 4th of August, this is going down. Not at Ruby Lounge, at Venue Nightclub, Jackson's Row, 18 plus from midday. 50% off all the merch, Nathan.
Yes, which I haven't picked up any of it yet. It's
I need to get a mug. I need to get a mug of someone, yeah.
Because I'm back in Pride, but I don't like wearing red shirts. And I want to get hold of one of the ones that Briggsy has, where it's the black and red one. But I think it's one of like the manager exclusive ones. Because I've noticed Shotty's got one too for Shock City. Okay. Where it's black and it's got like a blue accent to it for the Shock City colours. Also, Venue, that's where Revival 7 was. I think,
yeah, I was there, actually.
Dialect versus Lucifer.
Yes.
Bobby Rex versus O'Shea, which if you ask Bobby, didn't happen.
Peace Soldier Battle split semis there, yeah. It was not a very good event, actually. I remember doing the recap for that, yeah. But, yeah, it was an okay, very centrally located venue, not far from anything, really, right in the centre. So, yeah, that's cool, and I'm sure they'll get a good crowd because the card is fucking brilliant. It's £10, which I can't really believe. PremierBattles.club. Sign up to the network. Loads of bonus stuff, including my voice is there. If you hate it, don't sign up to the network.
Ruin Your Day loved that bit, by the way.
What's that?
Ruin Your Day. I was watching the Soul versus Matter one they did. They loved that you were introducing it.
I skipped over, actually. I skipped over that bit.
I think it was for Saurus, mentioned you by name, I think.
All right, cool.
And I know Avo gave you a shout out as well.
Excellent. Shout out Avo as well. So
I don't think Ilmac knew who you were.
I tried to get Ilmac on for ages. For some reason, I can't seem to get him on, but we will get Ilmac on eventually. Pride BC versus Mandrill Mob. Koj versus O'Shea is the first one here. I mean, is O'Shea invulnerable at this point? Is he just immortal?
What you got to look at, right, is Raptor's he's not won a single match yet, and he's had 3 fantastic performances. He lost to O'Shea in the first round. I think O'Shea's like that secret weapon. He's like Tally when he does his slogan on Grime. It's like it's a cheat code. It's kind of an easy win. Because Koj, if this was Koj from match day 1 going up against O'Shea, I'd say O'Shea would steamroll him. But Koj from match day 3 was a very different one. But one of Koj's issues is consistency. Like Koj, he's a great battler. He had a huge buzz about him last year, 2 years ago, and then he has a lot of issues when he battles being consistent.
I think he has one of the highest ceilings of any battler though in Don't Flop.
Like his battle against Yunnan was great, and then he got his battle against Jay Short, his battle against Innuendo. You know, there's always something that offsets it. You got him versus Joker Star, and like what's interesting is as well, this is the first time Performance the Night recipients have gone against each other.
Okay.
Because Kojay got it for Matchday 3, O'Shea got it for Matchday 1.
That's right.
Because Kojay, like, I don't know if you've seen the Matchday 3 yet, but Kojay's performance against Quill.
Oh yeah, really good.
Really good, yeah.
Really,
obviously,
good.
he choked his second. No, sorry, he choked a bit in his third. I think Quill did as well.
Third was some of his best stuff, though.
The third is great. Yeah. Like I'm supporting Pride BC for this because I picked it based on like the fact there was battlers that I really enjoy, and like I don't know if I can see Kojay winning that.
O'Shea's in some of the best form of his life right now.
Like O'Shea would have to like really shit the bed on it to not win.
O'Shea loves Premier battles, clearly.
Because what did he do? He went, it was like gang banging orangutan or something like that.
Sure.
And he got a massive reaction. He won the battle off that. And it was just like, O'Shea could say anything up there, you know. He's just such a loved person that it's hard to not give him the win, you know. And Kojay is such a controversial figure that it's kind of easy for people to be like, oh, I don't want him to win. But it's very different breeds. He's going to have to do something pretty impressive to snatch this one from O'Shea.
I think even the best Kojay would lose to the best O'Shea.
What was the best Kojay? It was versus Briggsy as well, wasn't it?
I think his first round in that battle is one of his best ever rounds. Yeah, I think he's. Kojay's fucking brilliant, and you know, huge fan of that guy. But I do see O'Shea taking the scalp there. Let us know in the live chat as well. We are live streaming. You know what you think of these battles. Next battle, Juan versus Jay Short.
This one I didn't expect because I know kind of like the whole essence of Mandra was. Not just it was Lunacy's mates, but it was all people who they're entertaining, they're funny battlers, they're entertaining people. And I didn't expect him to pick Jay Short for the one battle. I was thinking either Matt or a P Soldier would be taking this one if one was showing up. So it's interesting that Luna's picked quite a heavy hitter for his lone. Especially Jay Short is on fire right now. His Eddie I battle was great. Have you seen him versus Acre?
Yes, on dub.
Like that's a genuine UK Battle of the Year contender. That battle is incredible. Like Jay is on, like considering where like he came from last year, he's always been like quite slept on anyway. But he's making like a real name for himself right now. But it's the same with O'Shea. It's difficult to really get a win against Juan because Juan is so loved.
I mean, someone like Jay Short as well, and I mean this in a kind way, but you know, the tattooed, horror-obsessed Jay Short. I think Juan could go to town on this.
Juan is gonna clown him heavily for it. Like he's genuinely just gonna rinse him easily. Like not in terms of like beat him easily, but in terms of like what he can say about him. Like there's no end of angles, whereas Jay Short really all you can say about Juan is he's young. He's got a lisp,
right,
and he's sarcastic. It's kind of like a very small amount of stuff you can really say about Juan, because he's not really choked, he's not really done bad, he's not done anything controversial enough to be like anything outside of battle rap that makes you go, yeah, I can go at you for that. Like whereas Jay Short, you've got obviously like Acre brought up in their battle, you know, you've got his drug habits, you've got like, his open heart surgery stuff, like. I just love that Acre battle, man. That battle's great.
Yeah, terrific. Briggsy, I mean, he's called Bison Briggs here, my old sparring partner. Let's forget all about that. It didn't happen.
Flashbacks.
Versus Zen. I like that Briggsy's hopping in for this one. This is cool.
Because so far, him and Joker Star are the only what's the word? Managers that have like jumped on board for it. Because obviously Bobby's not available for this one because he's battling Manners ill on this date in Australia. So who else on there? Frankie, I guess, must have been unavailable. But you wouldn't put Frankie against Zen anyway, would you? To be honest,
no.
Like I think this makes sense as a perfect matchup. This is something I could have seen on like a To The Test 10 card.
Yeah, I feel that.
I personally, I think Zen's quite good, but I think Briggs has got a lot of angles he can use against Zen. But I can't see Briggsy losing that one.
If he came like he came against me, he would win.
Yeah, like I think he's going to be on a new.
The scroll's back.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he does tomorrow because he's battling Carl French tomorrow.
That's right, he is. Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how he does there because he could be on like a new wave kind of thing. Like it's the same thing with Koji where you have like that one great performance, and everyone's like, "Cool, you're the next big thing," and then it kind of just whittles out. It's the same issue that I'll admit Raptor had, where he had the Tony battle, and then it kind of just faded away from him a bit, where everyone thought like this is the new thing. So hopefully Briggs keeps it consistent. I think the name change is a sign of him keeping that. Like a change in branding is going to be like a sign of him keeping that things consistent from now on. So I'm excited to see that one, to be honest. But I can't see Zen winning because he took the win against Soljitsu, but that's mainly because of Soljitsu more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like Soljitsu had like 30-second rounds. Zen, like, he's a great freestyler, I admit, but he's not really had a line that I've just kind of remembered and thought, wow, that's a great line. I've never had a performance where I've watched it.
He was pretty good versus Maverick, I thought.
He was good versus Maverick, but you can kind of tell that he didn't put like a lot of effort in.
Right.
I had Maverick taking that one easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like 3-0 for Maverick, but
3-0, wow.
he recycled the grime thing for the rebuttal. Obviously, like it's hard to come up with grime on the spot anyway, but I don't know. He's not super impressed me. I'd like to see him prove me wrong. Like I'm always up for being proven wrong about that kind of thing, but I just see Briggsy winning that one easily.
And in the larger schematic of the whole team-based league, who needs the points more, Pride or Mandrill?
They're actually neck and neck at the moment because Mandrill lost their first match against Shark City, and they beat. Did they beat Knights? Did they? No, they beat. Yeah, they beat Knights.
Maybe I should know.
Hang on, just thinking. They took on Knights at Matchday 2, didn't they? Yeah, I remember it was Old English and Matter won that. Who else? I don't know. Zen versus Soljitsu. Yeah, they beat Knights.
Yeah.
So what they've the biggest thing really is that they're on equal points. This is both their third games being played. Pride kind of got offered the win really for Matchday 3 because you had A drop out versus Bobby, so automatically win for Bobby. Locksmith had to drop out for Quill, so Glory had to use their second loan for Quill. So Koj got basically given the point for that one. So they're both kind of basically whoever wins on that. If Knights lose their next battle, then it's all to play for, basically. Because Knights are kind of on a tear right now. The only one they've lost is one game. This is their fourth one. If they win 3 in a row, then they're basically top of the table. Glory have no way of getting anywhere near it. They're going to be the bottom.
Yeah.
Their job now is basically to be the person who breaks it all up. If they beat Knights, then it's all play for. Everyone's on quite equal footing. Because the next one's going to be Pride versus Sharks, and I guess Mandrill versus Glory will be next, won't it?
Yeah.
Because they've not gone against each other yet. So, I mean, Mandrill, Knights after this one, they won't have a chance for any more points. If Mandrill beat Glory, then they're essentially neck and neck with either Shark. I think Shark and Knights are on the same amount of points. So they'll be kind of neck and neck. Pride and Mandrill, it'll be all to play for. That's the easiest way of saying it. It's real complicated.
Yeah. They need
there
some
was a post
news
made
article.
about it by Briggsy.
Yeah.
I have an article up, but I just don't. Hang on. Keep talking. I'm just going to read through this.
The UKBR website is there if you need it. But I mean, what's most important really is the battles themselves. And here we have Dialect with Archaic from Quill's Revitalized Glory. Had Quill on the show recently. That was a really fun chat. And I mean, this is a great battle. Any Arc battle, I'm down for.
Definitely. Wasn't this meant to happen before? I think this was one of the ones originally for North versus South, wasn't it?
Right. Okay.
I feel like it was, because I had a couple of spoilers from that card. I feel like it was this before it was Alchemist, but I'm probably completely wrong in that. I feel like this battle was announced at some point before, or I remember they had a bit of beef in the Censor versus Dialect battle. No, Censor versus Archaic, that was it. Because there was a bit where they kind of go back and forth between Dialect and Archaic during one part of Archaic's round.
Okay.
But This one,
that battle's not online anymore, is it?
no, that was taken down. Well, it was taken down a while back, wasn't it? That was
ago,
before Chronicle took the channel down.
Yeah, it was before the Great Purge. It was.
Yeah, it kind of just disappeared from it. I don't know if it was more a censor thing or if it was like an archaic thing, wanting something out there. But like it's just politics. We don't know what that's about anyway. But like this one again, this is one that I could have seen on maybe like an earlier Don't Flop card. This definitely would have headlined some sort of event. This could have easily headlined something like North versus South, I'd have said.
Absolutely. I mean, who wins?
It's a tough one. It depends how they go. Like, because Archaic, obviously, like he must be interested if he's taking these battles. So it's not going to be like a paycheck for him. It's not going to be like a quick thing he can just do. And I mean, obviously, he's still interested in battling. He took on A Ward at Volume 3, and he did really well in that. Although, interestingly, a lot of people were giving Archaic the win, but I had it 2-1 A Ward.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, he's found a new spark for himself with battling. So it's interesting to see him back. So, I mean, it depends. I mean, Dialect's going to want to keep up his winning streak. It sounds cliche saying it, but it's all to play for on that one. It's a tough one to call.
What about Villain versus Lou Cypher? Again,
Villain has put in amazing performances around before. Villain's one of those people that I just never really bothered with before. And seeing him take on A at Volume 2 for Chalked Out, I thought, like, okay, this guy's actually really good. I don't know why I just didn't rate him before. And then him versus Raptor was amazing. Him versus Bobby, he killed that one as well. Villain's just one of those guys that, like, I think he's been criminally slept on. I've got him taking this, to be honest. Like,
why is that? I mean, because Lou's not as direct, or? Yeah,
I think Lou Cypher's got this thing of, I think I said it to you before, he's kind of like a bit of a discount Chilla Jones.
Right.
In a way, that he's got wordplay that's either too clever for its own good, or it's not as clever as he thinks it is, if that makes sense. He's still a great battler and a great performer. But I mean, Villain's been on such a streak right now. Like, he's the only person on here currently in contention for a 3-0 streak. Like, he could have the highest win record in the whole season.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to win his third one, and he's basically like the star of it. Like, he's won all his battles then. Like, the closest to that before was Chris Lees, but obviously Dialect dethroned him of that one. Don't think there's anyone else that can actually get to that point now, actually, because there's only one match day left after this. Yeah. But Villain's basically, if Villain wants to come out as the best player, he's got to win this one. I think he's going to be fired up, because I think there's a lot of material you can use against Lou Cypher. I think he's going to be hungry for, like, his second ever international. Because he had
Sunny Bamboo.
Yeah, and I mean, he lost against
He had DNA as well, didn't he, at 5th birthday?
Yes, yeah. Did he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did a lot better in that one than he did against Sunny Bamboo.
Yeah, he still did okay. I mean, yeah, Villain's sick, but yeah, I think he did better in a few other battles. But yeah, I'm excited to see that one. It's cool to see an international as part of the team as well. And finally, we have a manager yet again stepping in, Joker Star once more, versus Rivers, who again is like Villain, bit of an MVP of the whole thing.
Rivers absolutely deserved to be still on this team, because he was, like, apparently match day 3, he was the only person on the stage there for Glory. Like, he was stood on his stage on his own, ready to go. Obviously Quill would have been there, but
yeah,
like, he was raring to go, ready to go. He put in a great performance against Yunnan. Personally, I think he got robbed against Yunnan match day 2.
Okay.
I had Rivers winning that easy, and that's not just even like it's a Yunnan thing. It's just I preferred Rivers' material completely, because you remember we had that full-on conversation outside with Bloodstraw afterwards.
Yeah.
he was devastated about that. But Rivers is great. He deserves a spot on the international team as well when they come down for the All-Star game, I reckon, because he's battling. Is he battling Balor?
Yeah, he's battling as part of the Rapist.
Yeah, I can't remember who he's against, but yeah, he's battling on the Rapist full card tomorrow. But yeah, Rivers is kind of getting that shine he's deserved for a while now, because he kind of comes and goes from the game a little bit, I find, or he comes through quite quietly if he's been around. Joker Star, on the other hand, like put in probably one of his best performances against Kojay. He was great against who did he take on at Revival 8 when they had all the guys from Scrambles for Money now?
Oh yeah,
it wasn't Jinai.
Fuck no, it was Blaine.
He was great against Blaine as well.
Joker actually mentioned Battle Rap Resume in one of his verses. So
yeah, didn't I think he dissed it? He just doesn't like the show for some reason.
No, he doesn't fuck with the show at all.
I remember you commenting to him once, like, "Oh, do you want to come on the show and explain why?" Like, fuck off.
Well, you know, shout out Joker. Nonetheless, we are neutral here, and yeah, he's battling Rivers. This should be an intriguing prospect. And I think the card, as say on paper before, one of the most promising cards, right, at match days.
Definitely. This is the first card of kind of like, I think Matchday 2 is a really good card. Matchday, they've all had very good cards.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Kind of looked at and thought, like, this is kind of a card you'd expected to see on Don't Flop. This is a card that you'd expected to see a while back. It's reminiscent of that old feeling, and I mean, I'm guessing by the pit, it's going to be in a pit. Because they have just done stages before now, but I think venues only got like that stage in the middle, hasn't it? I'm not too sure. I've not been there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it has sort of an elevated stage in the corner. Yeah, it's quite a big venue actually. But yeah,
I think the pit is the just perfect format.
Yeah,
there's nothing better than a pit to use. Like, I think overall. I think this has the possibility of being their best ever like event so far. Obviously, we haven't seen Match Day 5 yet. Be interested to see what's going on with that. But this is set to be just something else, really.
And as we say, going down Saturday the 4th of August at Venue Nightclub. We'll put the links in the description down below if you want to pick up a ticket. I think they've been selling well already, unsurprisingly. And I do agree this could be one of their greatest events, for sure. Follow the show, at Battle Rap Resume. Get in touch with me. BattleRapResume@gmail.com. The Patreon is there if you want to support. Patreon.com/Battle Rap Resume. Yeah, leave us a review on iTunes. Go support Premier Battles, most importantly. Nathan, your channel is called Nayfunk, right?
I haven't got a YouTube channel for it yet. It's just an Instagram,
Okay.
Nayfunk, Nayfunk. Just sounds a bit like Nathan. It's a good name to use. Yeah, it's just for all my design work at the moment, a bit of my video editing stuff, because I think I've got on the Instagram, I've got the, was it the visuals I did for Danny Jack's new song? I've got the trailer I did for Rapping Jack 2, got all the flyers I've been designing lately. I got bored actually. I just did a design for one of Press One's tracks, and he messaged me saying like he really appreciated it as well, which is pretty cool.
Match Day 4 is going down, as finally say, Saturday the 4th of August. Go support the card. A fantastic venture by all the guys over there at Premier Battles. Nathan, as ever, a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, dude.